Drone down. Drone down. Ah, man, I can't believe it. I thought I'd record a little bit of this because you can tell I've got the cover off of it. There's screws gone, man. I'm taking screws out. And I just got the replacement, right? I got 6 batteries to fly this thing around. Now, what's wrong with it? Well, not really much, as it turned out. I've got FPV now. Doesn't lag much, but it lags about a second. And it turns out I could have used that second because I continued what I was doing for another second before I realized that anyway, and that 1 second turned into 4 or 5 before I started correcting. So it just yoinked the little screws right out of the hole. Those are some fat head screws, by the way. They're pretty fat, and they came right through that plastic. Well, they're not going back through that plastic. So I've got it, yeah. And then my little wires were just, the motor spun, so it just wrung these wires. So I don't even know if they're still together because these are silicone, nice wires, by the way, nice jackets. Silicone, which it'll stretch. It'll stretch like a rubber band to a degree and snap right back. So the wires could be separated in there or just barely touching and will run intermittent or right? I don't know yet. Had just gotten it sanded, just sanded everything to getting it ready for the paint, and it was just, man, I just don't believe it. That's just. So I thought, oh, how hard can it be? Yeah, well, I'm finding out. I got no idea how this thing's put together. Very well, I'll say that. Yeah, man, did a little trim. Golly. So the camera's got to come out. I've already got it. It comes, it's got the little clippy thing. So it comes out easy enough. They were supposed to, there's a little piece of plastic that these fit on and around, and 2 screws hold them in, and melted in it. They didn't do that. Yay, I'm glad they didn't do that because, man, I was scared. And then a little piece of hot glue back here that you got to pry on that you're not sure that you're not tearing something up until you do. That's a good faith move. I could see these wires in here, and I was like, how did they do that? So I'm getting ready to number these things or paint or do something so I'll know what they are when they go back. Oh, man. You know, maybe I'll try to keep this thing running just a minute. And, yes, I'm listening. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. That's all I'll tell you. There's a bunch of smoothie smiting going on. Good gracious, don't blink, you'll miss it. All right, give me a minute. See what I come up with. I'm gonna spread this thing wide open. See if I can't find something to take apart. All right, I got it laid open, and let me tell you what I'm thinking so far. Man, this is. You know what? I'm gonna duct tape that damn motor back on. What's gonna happen to it. I just keep seeing these little things. Let me see if I can point one out. Right there. Looks like it might have been a screw or something. There's another one right there. As is hidden under here. That's the first thing I started digging on. I said, well, there's a screw. No, it's not a screw. And I just scraped on it to figure if it was a Allen head or some kind of special I hadn't seen yet. They're everywhere. What I think now is this little drone, and there's some kind of cover here. I found out it wiggles and twists, so I'm getting ready to try to pry on it. I'm pretty sure it comes out of there. You know what? I'm pretty sure it's gonna. Let me hook on here. Come here, you. Oh yeah, something comes out. Here it comes. So I believe, just like this little thing is pulling out, I believe the whole drone is got some precision line-up pieces here, just identical to this. That, look, where'd you go? Here. These little Barbie things here fit through these little holes very well, and it holds it securely into place, like that. I think the whole drone is pressed together like that. So that's what I'm getting ready to do. Put this down. I'm gonna go get the crowbar. Jeez whiz. With any luck, next thing you see will this thing be just in lots of pieces. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hang on a minute. All right, see if this thing here works, because you need both hands, don't you? I think I was right. I hope I was right. I suspected that this thing popped on some kind of way ever since I got the little drone. I started prying back here with that same assumption in mind, and I do. I believe every bit of this is a snap tight Mattel type thing, just pops together. I'm not a big fan of, but if I can get to it as simple as this, then, you know, well, yay. That's going to be some yay right there. But I've got my hot glue gun fired up over there, because I'm going to temporarily put some glue on here, so I'll quit flapping everything around, and no way it's not making it worse. And any movement at all is not good. And I can't stop. I can't stop. Then said Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, unto the king, why should this dead dog curse my Lord? See that? Don't you see that dead dog? And take off his head. And the king said, oh, they do a bunch of that too. Yeah, they take it, run across around with it, show it to people, and hang it on sticks and stuff. Hey, man. So, poor little drone. Poor little drone. So, see, I'm trying to do this where I can keep it on camera. And the cool thing is, which ain't me, is I believe the beauty of this is it all comes on and off at one time, right? You work it all. God, be more careful. Come on. And I'm using a little bit of grippy here. Probably more. That's a whole separate piece. Look at that. Probably so you can add at the factory. I thought that too, but I didn't really want to. Yeah, I didn't want to find out all that stuff right this minute. Yeah, come on off of there. I'm gonna end up putting vinyl wallpaper back on this thing and duct tape. Yeah, I used to until God, to be more careful. Well, I see screws now. And if I could get this thing back. Oh, no, it's just not. The whole trim's got to come off. I'm gonna suggest that you be look, see what I'm doing? Dang on it. So they may have used a little dab of glue here and there. That's what it felt like. It was coming off, and then it just quit. And I'm pretty sure. And you see I've got a razor right here. 911. Can I help you? Say, yeah, I was trying to get him a drone, and I need y'all's help. Come on out there. Wow, it just doesn't want to right this minute. All right, let me mash the pause button, and let me go get the hammer. Well, I got it off. I got shot to be. Yeah, a little bit of get up under it and pry it and work your way around and work your way all the way around. I got that out of the deal, didn't I? Daggone it. But, couldn't be helped. Oh, and then they glued some of it and not all of it. So, yeah, they should have glued this, and they didn't. And what I also found were some screws right here. That's probably going to allow me to pop this puppy out. And then, I don't know, there are no screws here. And I'm seeing this little thing right here is not, see, that's not a good design. When I'm all done, I'm probably going to take some epoxy and a little strip of something, put across there, maybe a piece of tin, actually, copper, and epoxy. Anyway, that's then. And may even replace these legs with springs. Right? So they'll collapse and spring. That's later. Let's see if my hot glue's ready to go yet. Hot glue to the rescue. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good to go. So we'll stick a little dabby do on here. Little dabby do. Little dabby do for you. And a little dabby do. And David numbered the people that were with him. And some more dabbies. Got that dabbage. All right. And David sent forth a third part of the people under the hand of Joab. And then hopefully, and a third part under the hand of Abishai, this thing will pop on there right quick. Come on right quick. Come on right quick. Oh, God, it ain't right quick. Jeez whiz. All right, there, stay. I'm going to wear now. They will not care for us. Neither if half of us die. Don't care for them either. You know, maybe you wouldn't run around smoothie spotting them and sneaking up on them in the middle of the night and shit. I don't think they trust you. Well, look, I just fixed it. So, yeah, this, oh, you're lying to me. These 4 screws here, look. Give me a minute. I don't like that at all. Oh, Sergeant, look what I found. Look what I found. Look. Look. It's a light. I thought it was an antenna at first. So, yeah, that comes off. And GPS unit. Cool. I'm not impressed by that little GPS unit exactly yet. And the king commanded Joab and Abishai. I just ain't. I don't know if you've seen that video. I don't even know if I made that video. Boy, that was almost my 4th heart attack. Wait a minute. I got just a little bit of coffee left from this morning. Twit. The battle was there scattered over the face of all the country. And the wood devoured more people that day than the sword devoured. Damn. And Absalom met the servants of David. And Absalom rode upon a mule. And the mule went under the thick boughs of a great oak. And his head caught hold of the oak. And he was taken up between the heaven and the earth. And the mule that was under him went away. You're lying to me. And saw it and told Joab and said, Behold, I saw Absalom hanged in an oak. And Joab said unto the man that told him, And behold, thou sawest him? And why did I saw him there to the ground? I saw that shit in a cartoon once. 10 shekels of silver and a girdle. And the man said unto Joab, Though I should receive 1,000 shekels of silver in mine hand, yet would I not put forth mine hand against the king's son. For in our hearing the king charged thee and Abishai and Ittai, saying, Beware that none touch the young man Absalom. So the man's hanging by his head on the ground, but he's royalty, so he's, well, I can't touch him. And thou thyself wouldst have set thyself against me. Then said Joab, and so, and he took 3 darts in his hand and thrust them through the heart of Absalom. Oh! In the midst of the oak. And 10 young men that bare Joab's armor compassed about and smote Absalom and slew him. Damn! They just, I'm telling you, it's all through there. They just smoothy and smitey all the way through. And they took Absalom and cast him into a great pit in the wood, and laid a very great heap of stones. I don't know. Give me a minute and I'll figure it out. Hang on. Alright, I believe this little board just clips in here. Little red, yellow, and black going on here. And you come up in here and look, little red, yellow, and black, and I believe the little thing just pops in each of them. And there's probably 4 of these only. I don't see 4 yet, but I ain't looking for the back 2, but I bet they're in there. Yeah, the little do thingy pops out here. Had the pry on it, 6 screws. Great big long one. One of them's bent. I don't blame it. That'd be bent too. Poor little thing. And yes, it does come apart. So I'm still working on that part. Yeah, it don't want it's yeah. Doing a fine job up here. Running into I don't know what back here. Probably need to take them off as well. Damn. But I'm gonna try to cheat. Okay, you know what? I ain't gonna be able to cheat. And yeah, legs, it's there. So whatever's holding it together, and it probably just clicks together like the rest of it. I don't think there is anything that holds it. I think it's relying on the structural integrity of this plastic, 3 sides, and then this jams up in there and kind of gives it that extra little oomph. And it's running on 80% of what it could be, but that 80% is adequate. All right, I lost my hammer. I'll be right back. Ah, God. It just came loose. This is a happy, yeah, I'm happy. That thing popped. Okay, well, it turns out that you got to take everything apart. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah. There we go. Come on out here, buddy. And then, I think that right there happened. Well, look, those wires don't come from, I was wrong. They don't come from there at all. They come from back here for some reason. And this absolutely clips together somehow. And there's an antenna in here, by the way, so don't mess that up. The little black wire, right there, it's not a wire, it's a coax cable. And that is definitely your antenna that clips right on the back of this puppy. You know what? Trust me, it does. I might can show you later on. I was thinking about playing. Yeah. Let me modify something. What? Is it modified to you yet? This is like the second blade I've gone through on my thingy. So, yeah, there's a little trash pile going. Let me get another blade. It's 1960s design on that case. Yay! Oh boy, this one's good and sharp. I'll probably just slice something. Pick a finger. And after that, God was entreated for the land. Moreover, the Philistines had yet war again with Israel. I don't know. Went down and his servants with him and fought against the Philistines. I'm suspecting. Oh baby. And Ishbi-Benob, which was of the sons of the giant, the weight of whose spear weighed 300 shekels of brass. Come on, baby. Come on. Being girded with a new sword, thought to have slain David. But Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, succored him and smote the Philistines. Succored him. Ain't that cool? You can get suckered in the Bible. I did not know that. I knew a lot of stuff. I didn't know you get suckered. And it came to pass after this that there was again a battle. It turns out a lot of them poor bastards get suckered. And Sibbecai the Hushithite slew Saph, see that? The sons of the giant. And there was again a battle in God with the Philistines, where Elhanan, the son of JjRC, And them poor little giants, you know what? They just must not have been good fighters. They just get slewed all the time.
And there was yet a battle in Gath, where was a man of great stature, that had on every hand 6 fingers, and on every foot 6 toes, 24 in number. And he also
Has anybody seen my Sweet Gypsy River?
Jonathan, the son of Shimea.
Okay, I don't know. Give me a minute. I'll figure it out. Oh, I figured it out. Yeah. What's that word? Takes a little bit of determined prying. You got pry on it. You got pop there. Yeah, they glued and they did stuff. They didn't want you to go back in there. That's the bottom line. This was not intended. And on top of that, I told you antennas in here, so I'm just sticking and going in and prying on and hoping for the best. I don't recommend this to anybody. So you want an antenna mod? Well, this is what you can get ready. Yeah, get ready with both hands, baby, because golly. Oh yes, just like this. It's so easy. I ain't seen a video on this yet. Oh, man. You are coming off of that. You may not know it yet, but something's gonna happen. 911. 911. What is your emergency? I was trying to get. Yeah, y'all know. Y'all already know. Oh, man. Don't you hurt me.
Thou hast enlarged my steps under me, so that my feet did not slip. I have pursued my enemies and destroyed them.
It's whatever it is. Whatever it is right in there.
And I have consumed them and wounded them that they could not arise. They are fallen under my feet.
Get the.
For thou hast given me the strength. Then it rose up against me.
Look at my poor little screwdriver. That's more stress than it should have to be. All right, now we're getting into a whole new realm. Are you sure there's no screw? There is no screw. This whole process is the screw. Give me a minute. I'll figure it out, or I will get the hammer. Well, I mean, it just popped off. The thing just popped off. Those asses. They cheated, and they put glue on it. So it's just glued together. Here's your antenna, by the way. This, man, this is odd antenna to me. I'm really not, I don't know. I don't know what this is. That doesn't look like a 2.4. I don't think it's a 5. I really don't know. But since I got the thing in my hand, oh, golly. And then, let's see. Oh, see what I told you about my wires? Look at my wires. Look at them rung up like a rag. God, to be more careful. Poor little drone. Poor little drone. So let's see if I can undo some of that. Jeez whiz. It looked like maybe if I went ahead and took it out of here, yeah, I might could do this a little better. That'll allow me to just, oh jeez, that poor thing. I'm gonna tell you what, I didn't do a video on it. I wasn't recording it. I was flying it. Thing bumped over and slammed against the, flying it in and out of the house is what I was doing. And it was doing relatively well. I was impressed with it. I bumped it into something. It flipped over and jammed up against the crack of the door. Stuck and got stuck. And wouldn't quit. It would live. I could turn it on and off at will. With that, and I decided to play around with it instead of getting up and see if I could bzz, 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 and did a fine job. Same thing when it was in the tree. So I didn't record any of that. And, and it just wouldn't give up. And that I didn't know was probably what was causing this. It was trying, and it wasn't connected, right? The little thing came through, which is, this is the whole point. This is why I'm here, right here, right now, is to put those 4 screws back in these holes. And then, yeah, look at my props. Look at them. Look. This little drone, I'm going to tell you what, this little drone is awesome. It is awesome. And what I didn't have was FPV and am I ever going to get my drone back together? Oh, man. All I have now is, wow. Give me a minute. I might figure it out. All right. I think I'm ready to put these little screws in. I had to go to the other room and get them. That head on that little screw pulled through that hole. I couldn't believe it. I'm still actually pretty impressed by that. And it does kind of reaffirm my suspicions that this is actually a styrene, a type of styrene. The little thing in there.
And when Abner was returned to Hebron,
oh, baby.
Joab took him aside in the gate to speak with him quietly, and smote him there under the 5th rib.
God, that's a good feeling. We got direction and progress.
I and my kingdom are guiltless before the Lord.
The first little bit. Come on in there.
Let it rest on the head of Joab.
Come on, baby. Line. There's a hole in there somewhere. There it is.
Fail from the house of Joab one that hath an issue.
Should do.
Or that is a leper, or that leaneth on a staff.
Should do.
Or that lacketh bread.
So Joab and Abishai his brothers slew Abner, because he had slain
Should
him
be.
of Gibeon in the battle. And David said to Joab and to all the people that were with him,
Rend your clothes and gird you with sackcloth.
Wait a minute.
And mourn before Abner.
and King David himself followed the bier. And they buried Abner in Hebron. And the king lifted up his voice and wept at the grave of Abner, and all the people wept.
Oh, everybody.
And the king lamented over Abner and said,
Died Abner as a fool dieth. Thy hands were not bound, nor thy feet put into fetters. As a man falleth before wicked men, so fell his
They ain't talking.
and all the people wept again over him. And when all the people came,
Poor
to
Abner.
praise David
So what I'm doing is
again,
I'm just putting a constant torque,
so God to me.
and I'm letting it kind of
Also, if I taste
seat
bread,
itself.
or aught else to the
Plastic's
sun,
weird like
And
that.
all the people took notice of it, and it pleased them. As whatsoever the king did pleased all
All
the
right.
people. For all the people and all Israel understood that day that
Okay.
it was not of the king to slay Abner.
At least
the
I
son of
hope it's
Ner.
okay.
And the king
And this
said
is the
to
part that I
Moses,
probably ought to
but there is a prince
energize
of
it.
man fallen this day.
Man, look at this monkey scramble in here.
Though anointed king, and these men
And it was all I could do to get that little piece of cloth back in that little hole there. And I didn't point this out
according to his
when you're prying on it and trying to get it apart. I don't know if you see it or not, but right there where my blade is touching,
Chapter 4.
I cut into that wire. I can see the wire. You might not can. I can see the wire.
Sons were feeble, and all the Israelites were troubled.
Yeah, this thing's just simply not designed to be serviced. And look where I pried on it over here and just distorted all of this. It's not going to be pretty when I put it back. Might use one of these antennas. I got to figure out if it's the same. Well, it's 5G and 2.4. But yeah, I don't know anymore. So could split it apart and use hollow it out and stick this in there for it'll be pretty. I don't know yet. Here I am trying to figure out. I don't even know what I did with the little thing that came off of here. That Yanni go. Yeah, it's seen better days also. Look what I did to it. I mean, it don't have offset in it. Well, it does now, but
For when they came into the house, he lay in his
Probably
bed,
better to heat. Let me do
and they
that.
smote him,
Let me
and slew him,
put a
and
little,
beheaded him, and took his head,
relieve
and got
some of
him
that
away through the
stress
plain
that's
all
in there
night.
now.
And they brought the head of Ishbosheth unto David to Hebron, and said to the
But they
king,
did what? Hang on a minute.
Ishbosheth, the son of Saul, thine enemy.
and lay moat. It came to pass, as she made haste to flee, that he fell, and became lame. And his name was Mephibosheth. And the sons of Rimmon the Beerothite, Rechab and Baanah, went and came about the heat of the day to the house of Ishbosheth, who lay on a bed at noon. And they came thither into the midst of the house, as
There
though
we
they
go.
would have fetched wheat. And they smote him under the fifth rib.
Oh!
And Rechab and Baanah his brother escaped. For when they came into the house, he lay on his bed in his bedchamber. And they smote him, and slew him, and beheaded him.
Oh!
Took his head, and gat them away through the plain all night. And they brought the head of Ishbosheth unto David.
Why the
to
hell
Hebron,
did they do
and
that?
said to the king,
Behold the head of Ishbosheth, the son of Saul, thine enemy, which sought thy life. And the Lord hath avenged my lord the king this day of Saul and of his seed.
They
David
trying to,
answered Rechab and Baanah,
they hoeing up.
the sons of Rimmon the Beerothite, and said unto them,
As the Lord liveth, who hath redeemed my soul out of all adversity?
That's right.
When one told me,
Who asked you to?
behold, Saul is dead, thinking to have brought good tidings, I took hold of him and slew him in Ziklag. Who thought that I would have given him a reward for his tidings?
Uh-oh.
How much more would wicked men have slain a righteous person in his own house upon his bed? Shall I not therefore now require his blood at your hand,
Uh-oh.
and take you away from the earth?
And David commanded his young men, and they slew them, and cut off their hands and their feet, and hanged them up over the pool in Hebron.
Oh!
But they took the head of Ishbosheth, and buried it in the sepulchre of Abner in Hebron.
They didn't play back then. Cut off his
Then came
hands,
all the tribes of
his head,
Israel to David
and his
unto
feet.
Hebron, and spake, saying,
Behold, we are
And
thy
his-
own and thy king.
I ain't kidding. They don't play.
When Saul was king over us, thou
All right, I lost my little thingy. Where's my thingy?
wast in Israel. And the Lord said to thee,
Hang on a minute, I'll figure it out.
brought up the ark of the Lord with shouting. And with
Oh
the
yeah, I got it now.
And as the ark of the Lord
Let's see.
came to the
Put the
gate,
pliers on it.
Michael
Oh, I'm
saw
gonna need
the
that screw later.
window, and saw
And
King
then
David
I
leaping
just
and
ran hot
dancing,
glue up in there and
and she despised him in her heart.
tucked it in there
And they
as
brought
it
in the
cooled.
ark of the Lord, and set it in his
Kind of
place,
instant
in the
cooled, and I
midst of the
squeezed
tabernacle
on
of
this
David
because
the
it's
Lord.
ugly
And
now.
burnt offerings
It's
and
ugly.
peace offerings before the Lord. And as soon as
God.
David had made an
I
end
can't
of
believe
burnt
that was
offerings and
the
peace offerings, he blessed the people in the name of the
requisite
Lord.
for fixing this
And he
thing, but
dealt among all the people,
that's
even
what it
among
was.
the whole multitude of Israel, as well to
And I
the
still
woman
don't
as
know.
men,
I don't
to
know.
everyone a cake of bread,
I'm
and a
hoping.
good piece of flesh, and a flagon of wine.
We'll find out.
So all the people
Oh
every one
God!
to his
So let's
house.
see. I gotta put the Duke
Then
thingy back
David
in here.
returned to bless his household.
Wait a minute.
And Michael, the